there has not been an official announcement by Moontoon, by EWC, by MSC. There has just been the circle of rumors, players talking about it, BTK talking about it, and we can't. I don't want to put something out there like it's for sure when we don't really have those facts. But we can draw a pretty good conclusion from all of the evidence right now. Started out with best player releasing a whole bunch of statements here. Hard work is over. We are gone. Is no more. EWC. MLBB, we're going home. Nothing, no EWC. If you guys don't know, BTK was in the Philippines for their boot camp and apparently are on their way home, according to Carlos. Best player, that would be BTK's jungler. It seems that BTK has been disqualified from MSC before even playing a single match. That's right, folks. They've broken a new ground in esports speed running, not losing in groups, not even making it into groups. And these were the screenshots that kind of came out. Sir Rose here, ha ha ha, because of Dave, no M7. Assassin Dave, he's clarifying, ha ha ha, blame Dave. If you guys don't know, Dave is the tournament runner for North America. A lot of the NACTs are because of him. Moontoon, I want to say, contracts out that work to him, and then he contracts it out to other talent and stuff like that. He also owns the company Foreign Famous. He also runs the company Foreign Famous, which has community development, talent management, and he hosts creators like Hoon and Mobazane. Even you can catch my little picture down there when it comes to the casters. You see Liz, me, Trex, and Wheezy down there. So he tries to do his best to kind of help some of the players get paid in mobile, well, not in Mobile Legends, but in esports. He tries to help them get paid, sponsorships, things like that. I want to say right now, Hoon and Mobazane are probably the only ones that are at the top of that tier when it comes to like being able to scratch for ad revenue and things like that. However, as we saw these coming out from Sir Rose. So there was Sir Rose and best player. So there was a huge scramble to try to figure out what was going on. The obvious finger pointing, you saw that was going towards Dave. But if we take a look at Hoon's latest stream, this is what Hoon streamed while in the Philippines, while his team was supposed to be preparing or doing scrims and stuff for MLBB. That's right. Don't adjust your screens. This is Honor of Kings training. I'm glad to be invited into HOK 40 Honor of Kings 48-hour ranking marathon. Please come vote for me in game and join my live stream for these challenges. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Honor of Kings, it is basically another mobile MOBA game and a direct competitor of Moontoon. Now, if you guys don't understand why that is important, it's probably because you've never dealt with it on the esports side. Even I've had a little touch and go with that on the esports side, because anybody on the esports side of this understands how tight Moontoon is about advertising, streaming any of their competitors, especially Honor of Kings, where they are their direct competitors. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but like Mara, who was a super duper unceremoniously just like yeeted out of the Mobile Legends Bang Bang side because she had agreed to host with Honor of Kings. No goodbye, no social media post, no we've liked working with Mara for all these years or anything like that. No, just completely forgotten, replaced, and that's it. Now, if that happens to Mara, I think that was a big wake-up call. A lot of us knew before that how it was. There was even a point where I was approached by Honor of Kings to cast for an event when they were first starting to open up in North America, and I actually reached out to Moontoon and was like, would this be okay? Because I'm not under contract, and the word from other casters is that Moontoon is really not friends, and they look at it very poorly if you try to double dip. But the only problem is like there's not a lot of opportunities on the side of Moontoon, or on this side with Moontoon, when it comes to casting, when it comes to hosting. So we basically just have to wait for NACT or some other private opportunities for casting and trying to make that money. Unfortunately, I kind of was given the same kind of cold shoulder that casting for HOK would definitely affect my career in MLBB. So I passed on the opportunity. But the point here is that everybody, including me, Dave, in some instances, the players know that there is no real good relationship between Moontoon and HOK. Which kind of brings us into our next point. Not just Hoon, but even Mobazane who is still, I want to say, officially a part of the roster for BTK. Even Mobazane has that he will, I believe, he hasn't streamed it yet. We will see right here. Yeah, he has it that he will be streaming the HOK, and I believe it's actually in his lives. It's planned within the next, I think that's today. Oh, that's today. He should be streaming already, damn it. So maybe I want to say this might have slowed it down a little bit. So what ended up happening, the details that we do know is that Hoon did stream it. And if we're looking for official rules, guys, we happen to have them right here from the EWC MSC rulebook itself. If you scroll down and you go to open rulebook, boom. And this, if you guys don't know, is part of their disqualification penalty index B. And these are the offenses that you can do: lying, team members, misconduct, blah, 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 blah. And then we're going to look for this. Boom. One of the issues: a team member engages in any competitor's games, event, activity, live stream, or other way to give the competitor game exposure. The competitor games are defined as a mobile MOBA game. So not even like a Valorant, not even like a WoW, or playing like Marvel Rivals, an actual mobile MOBA. And you could take a look here at all the things that could be happening. I assume it is not a warning, because it is, I want to say at the very least, it is a half a year suspension, because they are on their way back home, if they're not home already, from PH right now. That's just the facts that we're going by. So if we kind of put this all together, it seems that Hoon decided to stream HOK, which, like, all right, so first of all, and this is why I kind of got into it, bro. First of all, are we that good? Did we drop down in PH? And, like, I mean, if we're throwing all the cards on the table here, the fact that Hoon was even able to stream Honor of Kings while at an MLBB boot camp, which raises even more uncomfortable questions, like, were we putting in 110% at the boot camp? Like, did we have this high level? Did we get there and have such a high level of mastery of Mobile Legends that we're just like, all right, let's go ahead and become a variety streamer now? Like, it's just, like, Zane, I understand, first of all, because, like, he's basically been semi-retired from MLBB since, like, M6, since we got dog walked there. But, and, I mean, no shame on him, and I don't want this to look down on him, because, I mean, if you've looked at his streams, the man is thinner, the man is happier, he's smiling more, he's touching grass. Good for him, but Hoon, boy, did like you had the entire team depending on you, and all you had to do was not fuck up. Like that's the thing that kind of bothers me, is that I want to say it has been super obvious, at least on the caster side. I know on Dave's side, he has to know how this is. On one side, that Moontoon was going to be super tight about this, with us streaming other games. That it's just unacceptable in their eyes. So, like I said, it's either suspension, or we have a permanent suspension. I don't know if it's a permanent suspension. I don't know if they do that to us, but man. I don't want to put names on it, Ying. I will say that what it appears to be is that there is a conflict with streaming a competitor game with Hoon. Like, I'm not going to go out and say it's Hoon's fault, but I will say that the rules indicate if you stream a competitor, you're going to be looking at one of these infractions over here. And the fact that they are heading home might be telling of which infraction that they got. Or at the very least, what type of infraction that they got.
Are we going back to NA? Probably, I don't know. Nothing's confirmed yet. The thing is, I mean, you guys probably don't know, but this was already going on even before I streamed. Like, we were already talking about it. I don't know how you guys know. There's nothing confirmed, but it is what it is. What's the T? Basically, we had a sponsorship deal with HOK after an ACT, but when we actually try to do it, they're trying to ban us from EWC. But we've already signed the contract on the sponsorship deal because it was not against the rule. And matter of fact, it's not even EWC time right now. So, well, that's what my agent told me, you know. I didn't know much details. But we'll see when things are get confirmed, you know. That's why he's still doing it. Because we cannot breach the contract. We don't have any contract with Bunton. We have contract with HOK. I don't think the ban is reasonable at all, but if they force it, I don't know what to say. But nothing's confirmed, so I'm just waiting to actually. Waiting on the response and waiting on the Dave's response. Or Moonton response, Hansen response. Only you and Zane? It was just me and Zane, yeah. I can probably talk more about it after things are get more confirmed and then what we're gonna do and stuff. But right now, bro, I don't know.
Welcome to honor.
Well, it's not even about the money anymore, you know. I just have to I just have to do the contract because I signed it. Well, I didn't sign, but bro, I could tell more about it when things get confirmed. I just don't want to say shit when nothing's confirmed. The thing is, MSC starts on July 10th. Like right now, it's not MSC time. Like we're just free time right now, and we're not contracted with Moonton at all. So in a legal way, I'm not sure how that works. Like how. So I'm not sure, but that's all I know, to be honest.